Hi, I'm Chris Carter from Thor Motor Coach. I'm the Class A Gas Product Manager. With me today is...
George Grimm, and I am the Southeast Regional Manager for Thor Motor Coach.
Thanks for joining us, George.
Yes.
We are in the 33.5 Miramar, and we just got done. We're not driving it right now, obviously. We just got done with the test drive. It drove great. I found everything to be very convenient. Tell us a little bit of how we get that drive.
Well, Chris, you know, we married the Miramar up on a 22,000-pound chassis from Ford. It's also powered with the 6.8 liter V10, which develops 362 horsepower. So you could see when we were getting onto the interstate there, we had a lot of thrust.
No hesitation.
No hesitation
right.
at all. And we have 457 foot-pounds of torque, which is really important for that torque, because if we're going up the mountains and we're pulling a car, we're going to want that there. So the horsepower kind of gets us going up the mountain, but the torque is going to continue up the mountains with us there.
Right.
So we also married this, though, with Bilstein shock absorbers. That's one of the reasons why we had such a nice soft ride. And we also have four-wheel disc brakes on this coach, too. Also, we have 80-gallon fuel tank. That's going to get us somewhere in a neighborhood of about 600 to 650 miles of distance.
So I'm not stopping every state. I can maybe skip a state.
Possibly, going through Texas. But some of the other nice features that we have up here at the in the front cockpit, you probably didn't notice it, but as I was driving down the road, our automotive style front dashboard right here has got a cowling over here. And we also have recessed our camera and our radio here, so we're not getting any glare here. And also the odometer and speedometer here has also got the nice cowling over it as well. So we're looking right at a nice dashboard that's quite unique here.
And the sun's beaming in on you, and there's no glare.
There's no glare whatsoever as we're sitting in the sun right now. Another nice feature, which we probably didn't demonstrate, but here we have our night shade, but also is a full sun visor. So as we're going down the road, we can place it right in this position right here. Really don't have to wear any sunglasses.
Just a push of a button.
Just a push of a button.
Okay, good.
A couple of other features that we have up here is that I'll kind of call it like a self-contained area, but we have a 12-volt charging station right here, USB ports, HDMI hookups right here. So hook up all your electronic gadgets, pull back here on your nice computer tray.
Yep, okay.
Look how heavy that is. Very sturdy.
Right.
Some of the competitors don't even have one.
So,
and some of the other competitors use a plastic one, which is very flimsy.
So I would use this going down the road, perhaps on my iPad, or writing a note to somebody if I wanted to do
crocheting.
Right. And all the plugins are easily accessible.
All your plugins are very accessible.
Excellent.
In 2016, with Thor Motor Coach, especially with the Miramar product, we took away those old style type accordion shades. And if you'll demonstrate for me the new pull down shade we have right there.
Yeah, that's great.
These are all made in the US too. They're all slow rise shades. And just think, we're driving down the road, we've gone a couple hundred miles. My wife has gone to the back, she's made us some sandwiches. We pull into a rest area, and this beautiful table is right here. We don't have to take the slide rooms out. We don't have to set up the dining room table. We could sit right here. We have cup holder here, cup holder here. You have cup holders there. I have extra cup holders over here. In this Miramar, we have everything within our fingers touch right here. And we can have our sandwiches. I can turn the motor on. My wife can go ahead and clean up, and down the road we go.
Okay, so the one thing I noticed, you get done with lunch, you get onto the interstate, you put your blinker on, and I get side vision camera when I'm going.
Yeah, these are electric and heated side vision cameras or mirrors, and also integrated in the mirror itself is side vision cameras, both on the left and right side. So when I'm coming on the interstate, I can turn my left turn signal on. I can see what's coming down the side, even though I'm using my mirrors.
Yep, there it is right there.
Yeah, and then as I'm going, and I'm going to go down the highway, and I want to pass somebody, and I think I'm past them, but I'm not quite sure. I turn on my right turn signal, and guess what? That engages, and now I can see that I've just passed that car or semi, and I can very cautiously pull back into the right lane.
Excellent. We didn't need this today because we knew where we were going.
Yes.
Usually. Today we did. But if I didn't, and I needed GPS, how would I accomplish that in this?
Well, today with most everybody having a smartphone of some sort, you can actually mirror your Google Maps from your smartphone, hooking them up here to the electronic devices that we have, and mirror on that monitor right there.
Exactly what I see.
Exactly what's on the phone.
So wherever the Google Maps is telling me, or whatever mapping system you're using is telling me to, I can see that on the screen.
Which is even better than having it already built in here. And the reason why I say that is because we get free upgrades for Google Maps on our phones.
So you're always current with the current.
Always going to be current. So if road elevations change, we're going to know that road elevations have changed, so we know not to go underneath that tunnel. The other beautiful thing about it is that we have hands-free. This is a Bluetooth radio, so I can sync my telephone to this radio now. This is all brand new technology from Miramar in 2016 that we never had before. And right next to here on my on the steering wheel is my hands-free mic.
Right.
And I could talk into that hands-free, keep my both hands on the steering wheel, and listening through my speakers, just like we do in most automobiles.
That's fantastic. Now, one of the things we talked a little bit about the table here and the functionality and the livability of a Class A gas is that you can use the cab area not only for transit, but it's part of the living space.
Part of the living space. Now, if we're having some folks over to our RV tonight to have maybe some drinks, maybe watch the ball game or something like that, we can set this up and have our cocktails over here. We've got the beautiful, very large kitchen counter that's also solid surface as well.
Okay.
So we have a lot of residential features that we bring into the Miramar product.
Excellent. Okay, George, we started talking a little bit about the solid surface in the galley area, but that is a huge countertop. This is a cook's galley.
It is very, very large, Chris, and if you'll notice, women absolutely fall in love with this because of all this area up through here. Coffee pots, toasters, whatever really what you'd like. Again, we have the nice slow rise nightshades here. We have our brand new frameless jalousie style type windows right here, which gets a nice, you can feel the breeze already coming in.
Right.
Feel it?
So just stick on that one for a minute. So it opens up, it flips out. What's the importance of that?
Well, one of the biggest benefits is that you can still have the airflow coming through the coach because we have it on all of our windows in here.
Right.
Yet, when it rains outside, we don't have to close our windows like the old style type windows.
So if downpour, you're in Florida, it's sunny one minute, rainy the next.
We're fine.
You could leave your windows up.
We could be gone from our RV and it's not going to get wet inside.
That's excellent.
Here's something that the women again love is that we have our countertop extension right here. So if we're entertaining some guests over here, we could put our cheese and crackers out right here. Everybody's sitting very nicely, comfortable in here. We have seating for 6, 7 people in here. But where's she going to stick her stuff? Look at this utility drawer, utensil drawer, junk drawer, whatever you want to use here. Look at this.
I'll throw my stuff there now. That is nice and smooth operating, I have to tell you.
Well, you know, the other thing that we use on all here is that we have all full extension drawer glides right here that are all metal and ball bearing as well.
Excellent.
So very, very easy to close.
Okay.
Another area that we have, and I know that, again, people love to have all this storage here. Some of the competitors that we have in the field, they stationary their TVs. They don't have the storage behind here. Here at Thor Motor Coach, our engineers have thought of everything.
Well, Miramar's got storage behind there.
Storage.
And look at
look at here.
The cabinetry.
We allow our consumers to put their groceries where they want to with adjustable shelves in here. This is phenomenal. Most of the other manufacturers, they're stationary. They're dictating to you where you're going to store your goods.
I can do whatever I want.
And look at this, European hidden hinges. We're in a high-end motor coach.
Beautiful.
Storage underneath here. Look at that storage. I've got my garbage. I've got my recyclables. I've got my dog food down there because most people have pets.
Right.
And I can keep all my cleaning supplies down here as well. That's huge.
Plenty of storage down there.
You could probably almost crawl in there. On our flooring, one thing that we have heard over and over and over throughout the years, here the last several years anyway, is can you get rid of the carpeting? Can you get rid of the carpeting? Well, here in our Miramar product, we've gone from the firewall clear to the rear cap with residential linoleum and even underneath the dinette.
Right.
Again, because most people have pets, what are you going to do with all that hair from the dog or the cats?
Right.
You know,
or you're
here-
coming in from the outside, you've been out hiking, whatever, it's easy to sweep everything out the truck.
So easy. So
Gotcha.
easy.
Back in this area over here, we have the microwave.
Yeah, residential 30-inch over-the-range microwave right here. It's not a convection because we are using the oven here. Brand names, Whirlpool here. We have an 11 cubic foot residential Whirlpool
Now,
refrigerator.
that's a new feature for 2016?
This is a new feature that we introduced actually at the latter part of last year,
Okay.
but have rolled it also into the year 2016. Ice maker, residential refrigerator. Look at all the storage space you have in here. Since it is 110, it's running through an inverter when we're dry camping.
Aha.
So through the inverter, we're running off of our batteries. And the neat feature that we also offer is that we've married it with auto gen start. Auto gen start, Chris, is key to anybody that has an inverter because you're not going to find it in this price point on any of the competitive coaches that are out there in the marketplace today.
Okay. What does that do for me?
What that does for you, say we're dry camping and our batteries, we've set our inverter to 12 volt because that's what it takes to run the refrigerator here. We leave, the batteries start to go down as long as we have enough fuel in our coach where we've parked. The generator is automatically going to start, which is going to bring our battery power back up to our 12 volt, which is going to
Power through the inverter and run your 110 appliance. Gotcha.
What if we have our pets and we've
Right.
gone out to the beach for the day and we're going to leave our pets inside? Well, the neat thing about it is that we can set our inverter as well to a temperature for our for the thermostat right here. So we may have this set, say, at 76, 75, so our pets are nice and they're cool inside the house. But again, the batteries go down, the inverter's there, generator kicks on, it's going to turn on the air conditioner, so we're not going to come back and have pets that are going to be...
Gotcha. I noticed right here behind you and behind the refrigerator a
our
massive
pantry.
amount of storage. So galley all the way back to you. That's fantastic.
Pull drawers, again, adjustable shelves that we have here. You can put plenty of groceries in here.
Okay, and
Soft touch vinyl
Okay.
ceiling. Again, it's not going to carry any odors. So if we are doing some cooking on our cooktop right
Easy
here,
to wipe clean.
easy to wipe clean. It's also got padding in it, so it's going to be a sound deadener as well. Another nice feature. Married up with what we call hockey puck LED lights now. Gives a nice bright white light through this cavernous interior.
and LED energy efficient.
Very energy efficient. Do not get hot. So it's allowing the coach to stay cool without having this to take the heat up. So one other nice thing, a lot of people don't talk about their ovens. What we use in ours is a 3-rack Atwood oven. The reason why we're using a 3-rack here is that if somebody wants to cook a Thanksgiving dinner for 2 or 4 people, this will handle a 19-pound turkey. Most of the competitors that we have in this price point only have a 2-rack, which I call a turkey breast. They're not going to get the full enchilada.
Excellent.
Now, we're sitting down at night. We're a couple.
Well, we have
our
the TV over here.
TV is right here. Where do you want your seating? What we have now is we've now offered in 2016 on some of our coaches theater seating. This is what people have been asking for a long time.
Very nice.
Very nice.
Place to put your drink.
We have our cup holders right
behind,
here.
And catch a movie.
And if we have other couples over, look at this. I can slide all the way back. I'm very comfortable right here as well. This is a beautiful. 4 people can sit in here very comfortably. We have our 2 front chairs that have turned around right now for those to join us in conversation here. We're watching NASCAR on a Sunday afternoon.
Right. Now I know in Miramar in particular, you're going to have a couple. It's going to be a couples coach, but there'll be times when families will like this, and you'll have multiple people with you. And I've noticed a couple of sleeping areas.
Well, right here we have the Dream Dinette, which will absolutely just drop in a matter of seconds here.
Okay.
We got our cushion back in the back. We insert our cushion. Voila, there's a bed. We also have our Hydaloft.
Yes.
In all of our coaches, which are now standard. That also has a pillow mattress up there.
Okay.
No more air mattresses. We've gone with a pillow style type mattress. Very, very comfortable. That holds up to 500 pounds of weight up there as well.
I noticed that's the Cotton Cloud mattress.
It is, yeah.
It's
We've gone
very
away from,
comfortable.
very comfortable.
Yeah.
We've gone away from the air mattress. One of the features that in 2016, which we weren't offering before, is we have the new Sydney Maple high gloss glaze cabinetry right here. This is, again, what you'll find in most residences, that nice high gloss glaze.
Raised panel top and bottom cabinet row.
Yes.
Yes. Excellent. Okay, really good so far, George. Thank you. Before we get to
Sure.
the bedroom features,
Yeah.
as we're passing through this area, let's talk a little bit about some of the bathroom features and really the systems panel.
Yeah, sure. Chris, you'll notice that this is a very, very large shower. It's 30 by 36.
Very
and we reinforce all of our shower tubs in here, reinforced with 2x4s underneath, so it's a very, very sturdy.
You have a nice sturdy platform underneath.
Exactly.
Gotcha.
Yep.
Okay.
And then energy management over here, what's kind of nice is you just come to one area inside of here. You'll notice that we have our slide room extenders right here. Slide room 1 for up front, slide room 2 for the back here. We also have our water heater. What's unique about us is that we only can use an Atwood 6-gallon water heater. And when we have it both on LP and electric here, 110 volt, it will return 17.8 gallons.
Almost 18.
Almost 18.
Yeah.
So it's about every 20 minutes we're recycling the water to have hot water.
Okay, good.
So-
So everything's all in one convenience
Everything
spot.
all is right here.
Great.
Back here in the bedroom area, before I get to the bedroom, I would like to mention one other thing. Here in the bathroom area, we have piano hinges that we use on all of our doors, and you know we're out here on the grass right now, so we're not on level ground. The jacks are not down. But look at how easy this door closes, just like butter.
Excellent.
Back here, in several of our Miramar floor plans, we offer washer dryer in a gas coach in this price point. Very, very unique. Not everybody can say they do that. In the 33.5, we just don't have enough room, but we offer it that we can do a combination.
So washer dryer prepped. If I want whatever I want after Splendide, Whirlpool that fit in these vehicles.
Correct.
Talk to my dealer. I can get anything I want.
Yeah, and in our other 34-foot floor plans, our bath and a half 34.1 and our full wall slide 34.2, we're able to put a stackable washer dryer if you so desire in there as well.
And if I don't, that's fine. It's just hanging storage.
Yeah, it was hanging storage. You noticed
Right.
that in there, yeah.
Yep.
We also have oodles of storage back here, hanging closet here, another hanging closet here. Again, something that's unique. Again, full extension drawer glides for all of our drawers back here in the bedroom. And a safe area. Look at the size of this 32-inch TV. It's mounted right in between the two closet doors, but look at the storage back here.
Oh, yeah.
If I had some valuables, I could put my valuables here, I could put my laptop back here, I could put jewelry back here. If I had a concealed weapon, I could even put a concealed weapon back here. Power charging station. Everybody has iPads, iPods, iPhones today. We have a power charging station that has 4 USB ports right here so we can charge our goodies, our toys at night.
Okay.
The coach radio. We'll talk a little bit of this more when we go outside, but this coach radio is Bluetooth capable as ready. So if I wanted to take my smartphone and take my music that I have in my library, I could just stream all my music right through here.
Right through here, outside.
To the outside speakers.
That's excellent. Now, Miramar's going to give you a good night's sleep, right?
Oh, real good night's sleep. We use the Denver mattress. This Denver mattress was brought in a couple of years ago to Thor Motor Coach. Got rid of the coil spring mattress. As a consumer, you don't have to go out and buy another mattress. These mattresses are very, very firm. Denver mattress was actually in the hospitality. They made these mattresses for hotels. And at Thor Motor Coach, we sought a manufacturer that could build a very, very good bed for us for a good night's
So
sleep.
it's going to be comfortable and durable. It's going to last for a long time.
In a nutshell, yes.
That's great.
And, as most people have in their homes, a king bed.
Yeah, so plenty of space.
Plenty of space.
Excellent. All right, George, let's head outside.
Yeah.
Thanks for showing us the inside. I'm really excited about the Miramar, but really, when we're camped, we're going to be enjoying the outside as well, right?
Correct,
Let's
yeah.
talk about the outside.
All right. Well, one of the nice things that we have with the 2016 Miramar, Chris, is we've gone with armless awning here.
Great.
What that means to the customer is that we don't have to worry about arms down the side right now. We have porch light over here,
Yes?
and then when the awning is already rolled out, we have the nice LED lights that are in the awning tube.
So we can be out here at night, playing cards, plenty of light beaming down in this entire area for us.
Absolutely.
That's great.
One of the other features, though, we have
Yeah.
mounted up here in the actual motor here is a sensor.
Okay?
And that sensor is if we get the wind up and down,
Yes.
it gets really windy, it's going to automatically roll this.
So automatic retraction, I don't have to worry about it getting wrapped up in a sudden wind blow. That's fantastic.
And in it goes.
The outside of this coach is beautiful. It looks like it's full body paint?
No, it's not full body paint. That's a
Tell us about that.
high definition graphics that we have here. Also, the gel coat itself is impregnated all the way through from Crane Composites, who does our sidewalls for us. And if we were to scratch this, you're going to see the same champagne color all the way through, because when they pour it, it's poured with the paint all the way through it, just like you would a hull of a boat.
So I get the beauty of a full body paint exterior without the worry and hassle of the potential scratching and maintenance of the exterior paint.
Absolutely.
That's great, at less cost.
What we do at the Miramar, though, is a standard feature. The lower skirt here, all the way to the back, is all actual paint right there. So we get full body paint there.
Excellent.
And then the upper brow, this is all full body paint up here.
So I get the best of both worlds.
Yes.
Excellent. Tell us a little bit about this. This is fantastic. I'm out here enjoying. We're playing cards. Football game comes on. What I mean?
Well, with the outside speakers right here, it's hooked up with our Bluetooth radio that's back in the bedroom right there. So you could stream your playlist all the way through here. You'll want to listen to Jimmy Buffett or Bob Marley or whoever you're listening to.
And control that right out here. Volume, everything right out here. Fantastic. And my neighbors will enjoy that, right?
Outside TV. So if you're watching the football game, you can watch the video here, and if you can get the football game back on the radio, you can listen to the audio here, so you get the nice sound of the football games you want to listen to.
Fantastic. Look, on the inside, we talked about all the storage and all the versatility.
This is the big thing right here. Exterior storage. We build the Miramar up on 13-inch steel trusses. These are all 14-gauge steel, steel trusses with pass-through storage.
Excellent. And rotocast compartments.
Oh yeah, these rotocast compartments here.
Okay.
Durability, strength. They all have little drain zerts in the back. All automotive bolts seal here, like you would have in your car. Mm-hmm. And just think about the resale value, Chris. 4 or 5 years down the road, you clean these compartments out, use a little Pledge or Armor All, they're going to look as nice as they do today.
And absolutely, and nice aluminum luggage, exterior
1 inch thick aluminum extruded doors right here, all with foam block insulation, all radius down below here, so there's going to be no water penetration getting into the compartments.
That's metal and aluminum on both sides, and they close awesome.
Bingo.
That's fantastic. Let's move down to the where you're going to be doing all your work out here camping, George.
Well, one thing that we want to talk about also that in 2016 with the Miramar product, we've also now have put the valve stem extenders in here. The benefit to you, Chris, is that now you don't have to crawl on your belly to check your tire pressure before you take a trip. You can do it very easily from right out here, and also add air to the tires if you need to.
What's this little ring right here, George?
Do you have a dog?
Maybe.
For 2000,
I know you do.
For 2016, we added these the dog leash out here, so you don't have to hook your dog up to the steps. The dog can run freely out here.
So that's our pet link. You can attach your leash to it, and they can run as far as you want them to go, and you don't have to worry about them running on the campground.
This is my favorite area right here.
And this is where I was going earlier.
Love to cook.
Great. Yeah.
I love to cook. Standard is you're going to get this nice stand with the Aussie grill and a quick disconnect. It's hooked up right here to your LP.
Okay.
For cold drinks, adult beverages, sodas, waters, we have our outside refrigerator right here.
Excellent.
We have plenty of storage. To do our cooking, we can put all our utensils in here, our ketchups and our mustards, and this is kind of neat.
So I can drain from there. I mean, I can wash my hands, I can prepare my vegetables. I have light to shine down in the evening when it starts to get dark, and I can still be out here having fun.
Absolutely.
Right? That's fantastic.
Yep.
All right, George. So typically you'd say, well, there's not a whole bunch going on in a motorhome in the back cap of the coach. But really, we have a lot to talk about back here, don't we?
Well, we really do. One-piece molded fiberglass rear cap.
Okay.
300-pound capacity to our ladders here.
Right, and that's important because you do need to get up on the roof occasionally. Have a technician get on the roof to check seals and et cetera, et cetera. Sure. Yep. Okay.
Once a year maintenance. Nice LED lights right here.
And that's high mounted, so your tow vehicle behind, you can see everything, right? And the same with the tail lights. I noticed that. Okay.
Flush mounted rear window, which is also an emergency window.
You know, that's very interesting. You know, when the inside of the coach, you don't think about all the light and then in the bedroom and the blinds that we can shut when you need to, but on the outside is very evident. And a lot of people that do a rear window, so that's a nice feature.
Yep. Backing into your RV lot at nighttime, we have a couple of nice bright white halogen lamps up there as well.
Okay.
With the backup monitor, so we can give the driver direction coming back, when to stop, go left, go right, so they'll be able to see us.
Excellent.
In their vision camera.
Check your tow vehicle when you're traveling.
This is key.
Yes.
8,000 pound hitch.
That's great.
Standard is 5,000 on most all other RV manufacturers, but Thor Motor Coach, 8,000 pound hitch.
And I noticed we also do the 7-pin connector, which is a very universal connector at the dealership. They can connect up just about any tow vehicle, plugging right in. Excellent.
Rear fuel fill.
Okay.
I no longer have to wait in line to get to that left side, because most of the fuel fills are always on the left.
Yes.
I can go into a Pilot, Flying J, go to either island, either left or right, and fill my rear fuel.
Very convenient. That's
convenient.
nice.
Into an 80-gallon fuel tank as well.
That's great. Let's talk about the business side of the coach next. All right, George, we talked about this as being the business side of the coach. What do we mean by that?
Well, when we're off campsite, we're going to put the things that we don't normally need to get to every day. We power this up with a 5.5 Onan generator, which is a 50 amp service.
Excellent.
Which is going to be able to power all of your electrical things inside of the coach.
Outrun two ACs and just about anything.
Twin
I could want.
13.5 ACs, a nice microwave that's in there.
Right.
And so we'll be able to run everything right off our own power plant. So we can go dry camping.
Excellent.
And be out in the field for 3 days.
Okay.
Well, the other thing we do have is this, let's talk about being a 50 amp cord.
Yes.
All right, so it's a detachable cord. What's the added benefit to you? What would be the added benefit?
Oh, well, when I'm camped, I mean, I can pull out the cord, stretch it where I need to around any obstacle, and it's just very convenient to be able to plug back into the coach. I'm not tethered right to the coach all the time. Yeah.
Correct.
I can do what I want.
Nice pass-through storage through here as well. So
plenty of pass-through storage.
Plenty.
And really, when I'm talking about the business side of the coach, we're coming up on the business area, right?
Yeah. Yeah, this is an area where most people don't really like to get to too often. But one thing I will point out is that we do have a full house water filtration system.
Excellent.
You don't have to have separate filters in your sink, in your kitchen area.
So all the variability at all the campgrounds around the country, I can plug and hook up my sewer, my water, and I can get my filtered water into the vehicle.
Yeah, and you know, we talked about on the other side that we have the rotocast plastic that we use back here. So in case, when we're using our T-valves here to drain our gray water and our black water out, if we happen to make a mess back here, got a nice easy shower, we can spray all this down, it goes out that back drain dirt, again, just wipe it down with a cloth and it's going to look
soap,
like
water, hand sanitizer, my plastic gloves, all that stuff can go back here and easy and convenient.
Yeah.
And I noticed too that we have this sewer flush tank. So
so we hook the hose up to there and we can dump out all the water that is in our black tank and spray it down. So
right, and of course water bypass, so I can go directly to the house when I'm hooked up.
Correct.
I also noticed we have a light back here, so at night or when it's dusk, if I'm leaving the campground or coming to or fro or whatever I need to do, I've got some light to get something done back here.
You know, the other thing, Chris, we talked about on the other side about the doggy leash, but this is a great area to give the dog a bath as well outside. So.
Yeah, away from the party side of the vehicle, right? Okay, great.
Again, nice pass-through storage all the way through here.
Mm-hmm. Excellent.
When we talked about inside the Auto Gen Start.
Yes, sir.
Okay. There is a little box right down here, and we talked about it, that you can set the Auto Gen Start through your inverter right here for time, temperature, and also voltage. And your settings are right here.
So if I'm dry camping, my battery drops voltage, this will kick on.
Exactly right.
Excellent.
And also if you go away and you set your temperature here to say 77 degrees, and inside your thermometer it's set at 74, and you lose power at your campsite,
right,
and your dogs are inside and you're gone for 3 or 4 hours, as the temperatures start to rise, it hits 77, that Auto Gen Start's going to come on and bring your temperature back down. Your air conditioner will kick on, Your house will come back down to 74 degrees, and when you come back, you'll have live dogs instead of hot dogs.
And I don't want to come back from a hike to a hot vehicle. I want to cool down, right?
Yep.
Conveniences of home. All right, so now we're moving around to the driver window side of the coach.
Yeah, we have the nice chrome mirrors here, but one of the neat features that we also have is we have our side vision cameras mounted nice and high up off of the center line right here.
Yes.
We do that purposely so we don't get any crud, road dirt, mud, water intrusion, as some other manufacturers that put it down here.
Yeah, excellent. And the viewing angle is a little bit higher for better visibility to the road and blind spots, people that may be driving up in this area when you're changing lanes or just traveling down the road.
Exactly.
Right. You know, something that we didn't touch on earlier that I think is really important, now that we're here by the driver window, it reminds me, you know, this thing drove great. And there's a reason for that. It has to do with the chassis and the combination with the platform. And what can we tell our friends about that?
Well, Chris, the unique thing that we do is we at Thor accept a raw chassis from Ford.
Yes.
From there, it's driven over to Motoride.
Okay.
Motoride is our foundation fabricators.
Yes.
And what I mean by that is that they literally take the raw chassis from us.
Yes.
And they start to build our 13-inch trusses that I was talking about on the other side.
Right.
And systematically, they will weld those trusses on to the main frame rails from Ford, measuring it each time from section to section. We are less than 1/8 of an inch in tolerance. Our engineers work with their engineers diligently to make sure that we have a square, plumbed up floor. We put our sidewalls on, we're able to put our roof on, and I think we're going to take a look at that Motoride clip here soon.
Yeah, I think there's a video. We could talk about that all day long. Let's let the video do the talking, or we'll be here forever.
Exactly.
Okay.
At Thor Motor Coach, we build many of the world's most recognized brands of motorhomes. To make sure your new motorhome is the perfect fit for you and your family, our engineers work with Motoride International, the leader in chassis modification, to design and construct the foundation for your motorhome. Motoride provides the steel assembly that makes up the basement storage and support structure of the motorhome. Raw chassis come to us from leading chassis builders like Ford, Chevrolet, Freightliner, and Mercedes-Benz. Computer-aided design models allow Thor Motor Coach engineers to provide Motoride all the information needed to make the perfect parts for each chassis. A specialized steel cutting and forming process is used for each individual part. The use of these metal forming machines help create consistency throughout the build. Many chassis need to be modified based on the floor plan of the motorhome. These chassis will be stretched to provide the optimum combination of storage and drivability. Steel C-channels are welded in place to provide strength and rigidity. The lengthening of the chassis requires a modified drive line. New drive shafts connect to the transmission and rear differential. Specialized machines are used to create the correct drive angles and balance the new drive shafts before being installed on the unit. Steel cross members make up the largest section of the structure, spanning horizontally from side to side over the main frame rails. These cross members support the floor of the coach while evenly spreading the weight of the coach for better stability while driving. With the newly formed structure in place, the chassis is brought in for painting to protect the raw steel from the elements. This special paint is formulated to help inhibit rust and corrosion. Special attention is spent to ensure only the steel structure is painted, leaving all of the automotive components with the standard coating provided by the chassis manufacturer. Even though you can't see what is beneath the beauty of the motorhome, you can be certain Thor Motor Coach and Motoride International have created a strong foundation meant to stand the test of time.
Okay, George, hey, that was a great video from Motoride. Yeah, there's a lot of information there, but really, let's talk about the front of this coach. They're going to see you coming down the road in a Miramar.
Yeah, these nice LED running lights right through here, halogen lights here. And what's really nice running through the mountains at nighttime is that I can turn on my fog lights and it gives a nice white pattern of bright white light, so I'll be able to see the sides of the roads and maybe a deer, you know. Excellent.
We know most RVers drive during the day to get from destination to destination, but when you need it, we're ready to go. We're ready to go. But this is a very nice front cap, very stylish.
It's a molded one
Paint on the
piece-
front, yep.
A molded one-piece front cap.
Mm-hmm.
There's not cuts here. There's not cuts up there for wind noise.
Right.
Other manufacturers may have 2 or 3-piece front caps. Here at Thor Motor Coach, we build it with one-piece molded fiberglass cap and an automotive set windshield.
Excellent.
It's actually mirrored right to the front cap. It's glued right into it.
So bonded straight in. I don't have to worry about my gasket and other designs come apart or corrode over time. It's
Exactly.
we're there for life. Fantastic.
Well, Chris, is there any other questions you might have that I can answer for you for this 2016 Miramar?
I'm excited. Let's buy one.
Okay.
Thanks, George.
All right.
All of our motorhomes are engineered using the best combination of aluminum, steel, and fiberglass. The walls and roof are constructed from aluminum, which provides a strong yet lightweight skeleton to support the overall house of the motorhome. Our floors are built from steel. The heavier steel construction helps lower the overall center of gravity of the motorhome, while providing an excellent platform to help insulate the interior of the RV from road noise. The insulation within the walls, roof, and floor is low-density polystyrene foam. The insulation is form-fitted to all structural areas to provide protection from the exterior elements. The sidewalls are finished in fiberglass. Large flat sheets or rolls of fiberglass are laid upon a lamination table to be prepped and bonded to the aluminum structure. A large glue applicator runs beads of adhesive every inch down the length of the structure to ensure 100% coverage. Now the lamination process takes place. The entire walls, roof, and floor are inserted into an individual lamination bed where air is removed and pressure is applied, causing the adhesive in the walls to flash, also known as vacuum bonding. This flashing permanently bonds all the layers together, providing an optimal structure to build a motorhome. With the lamination process complete, a final routing of all cutouts in the structure is performed. All openings in the walls and roof are framed in aluminum, while the floor is all framed in steel. This extra step ensures the openings are always sized correctly, so items like windows, vents, and entry doors will fit each and every time.